Hey guys, today this video is going to be a little different than most. Shouldn't take too long, but recently, um, I haven't been feeling well. I was actually so out of it that I thought I was going to be like dead or something, or at least close to it. So it made me think, and I'm reflecting now. I'm grateful that I'm still here. But the thing is that, no matter how much time you spent thinking about wanting to make money, being fortunate that, you can buy this, buy that, all these material things. I had friends, people I know, that left everything behind. They couldn't take it with them. My point is that don't chase. There's no reason to chase. Let it be. If you can afford to let it be, take it easy. There's really no reason to live just to work. I've repeated this many times recently actually, even as recent as yesterday. I said, don't stress out over this. It's not worth it. Cybersecurity is definitely stressful. Anyone who tells you it's not hasn't been in it long enough. I've been in many situations where it's stressful. It may not be stressful day to day, but when a situation arises, it can get to that point. It's not for everyone. When I was growing up, and we're not talking about like when I was like 5 or anything like that, as I was growing into my professional career, I didn't know what the hell I was going to do. I was chasing, constantly chasing. This is like when I was still in college, in my early 20s, mid 20s. Um, I was a late college graduate. It took me 6 years. I had pauses, I had reflection days, probably reflection semesters, trying to rethink what the hell I was going to do. But, when I figured it out, actually, I take that back. I never really figured it out. Shit just happened. Happened one day at a time. You meet different people. New management comes in. They speak to you. They try to guide you. Not saying that that never had any benefits. It definitely did. It got me to where I am today. You just need to know your soft skills. You just have to have those soft skills to communicate with people. And they see that in you. They will kind of reward you for that. And, you know, 20 years later, this is where I'm at. But then within those 20 years, I can't say I've made any really big impact. I mean, yeah, my salary grew. I learned a lot more. I just kept on chasing. And the worst part is now I don't even feel like I'm at my final stages. And with recently what I experienced, especially at this age, when you're not feeling well, you're not feeling well. I think of the extreme. So, which is interesting because if you start learning about disaster recovery, incident response, sort of some of the stuff like what I do now, Think about that with your life. If something was to happen to you, there's no disaster recovery. There's no raid to save you. Like, unless you got hurt, like, yeah, there's some incident responses, but it's only one of you. There's no replication of you. There's no backup of you. That's my main drive here, is that there's no other you. Everything that you're chasing for right now it's great in the sense that you have ambition, you have a goal, but really think about it. What are you trying to accomplish is what I'm asking. Do you really feel at this point in time you want to get into cybersecurity, you land a job that makes you sit there from 9 to 5 and you're content? I've been doing it for so long now. I'm going to end it with this story here. As you get older, you probably experience this on your own. But there's this one time that this never escaped my mind. Worked in the office, and this office is hundreds of people in the IT alone. Across the whole company was probably hundreds of thousands of employees. So just think about how that works. Just the IT department, which breaks down to multiple networking, firewall, VoIP, routers, switches, everyone, right? Project managers. There was an individual there, spent practically his whole working professional career, 20 plus years. I started not that long ago. He's on his way out. I just got my foot in the door and, heard about he's in about time, like a month to retire, which he did. And I guess, don't know his exact age, but he was definitely probably 60, maybe 59, 60. And as soon as, we found out, oh, he's doing well, a month later, after the retirement, gone. But he dedicated his whole life to working, sitting in that same cubicle for all those years. I can't speak on the behalf of that individual if his life was productive or not. I don't know what he did outside, but I do know what he did from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and sometimes maybe overtime. Is it worth it? You really have to think about that sometimes. Now, this doesn't just apply to the stuff that I talk about here, which is like cybersecurity or what you're trying to get into. It applies to anyone, and everyone. This video will probably just be streamlined across anyone trying to make these life decisions or have these thoughts in their mind. So, experiencing what I went through recently, knowing what I know as far as experience and what I've seen for myself, what am I deciding to do? One thing for sure is that I definitely do not want to stress out. I've been there before. I've stressed out before. So bad to the point I had to leave, right? So bad that it made me feel like I was the problem. But it's not. It wasn't me. So, what I can do and what I plan on doing is eliminating the stress. And by doing that is making a list of things that, one, I want to reduce. Stop buying junk. Stop caring for things that I really have no ambition to care for. Just focus on things that you really want to do and not just for the money. Because no matter how much money you have, that won't bring you health. At least some of the money would have to pay for health care because that's in the society that we live in, unfortunately. That doesn't apply to every other society that's outside of the United States, for some places at least, from my understanding. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This hasn't been something that I just like thought up of last night, or it's been always been on my mind. But it wasn't until something that affected me directly till you understand. It's almost like if you haven't experienced it, you would never know what it feels like. I'll end it here with the analogy of, if you ever had a flat tire in a storm and they always pick the perfect time for you to have a flat tire. And we're not talking about having run flats. So we're talking about back in the day when tires were filled with air and you had to change it in order to get to your destination, and you're in a rush because you had an appointment for something. That's an experience you can't mimic unless you actually go through it, like in real life. That's how I feel like sometimes. And this is one of them. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Hopefully, this will bring some light into your decision making on what you want to do and why you want to do it. And like I said, it's like all the bullshit with these 6-figure jobs. Don't do it just for the 6-figure jobs. It's not a competition unless you make it one. Do it just because you want to, like you like it, you enjoy it. If you actually think this is going to satisfy you. That's all. I'll end it here. I will be making more videos. Thank you guys for listening. I'll see you guys again really soon. Take care.